Welcome to the modern elite. Sometimes it's not the loud, obvious things that tell you what's really going on. It's the small, almost invisible moments that most men completely miss. You might think nothing's happening, like she's just being normal. But if you pay close attention, there's actually a lot being said without a single word. In this video, we're breaking down 8 subtle signs a woman is checking you out. And trust me, some of these are easy to overlook if you're not really watching. But you'll want to stick around for sign number 7, because that one reveals what she's paying attention to when you're not even focused on her. And most guys never catch it. Sign number 1, there's a pause when you notice each other. It's that split second where everything just slows down for no clear reason, right? You look up, she looks up, and for a brief moment, it's like the rest of the world fades into the background. There's no words, no movement, just that quiet pause where both of you are fully aware of each other. It's not loud or dramatic. It's actually the opposite. Calm, still almost like time hesitates for a second. You might notice she holds eye contact just a little longer than usual. Or maybe she slightly freezes before looking away like she got caught in the moment. And the thing is, you feel it too. That small shift in energy that's hard to explain, but easy to recognize when it happens. It's not something people fake or plan. It just happens naturally when there's a bit of curiosity, a bit of interest in the air. Most people overlook it because it's so subtle, but once you notice it, you start realizing how real it actually is. Number 2, brief but intentional eye contact multiple times. Gentlemen, this one's big. If she looks away and then sneaks another look, she's definitely curious. Yeah, it's not just a look. It's a pattern you start noticing without even trying. You know how eye contacting happened once and it means nothing, right? Like people look at each other all the time. But this is different with her. It happens again and again and again. It's brief. It's subtle, but it's intentional. You'll catch her looking, then she looks away. And then a little later, there it is again. And you start thinking, okay, wait, this isn't random anymore. Oh, yes. It's like she's checking in without making it obvious. Like she wants to see if you're noticing too. And the thing is, it never feels forced. It's quick, natural, almost like she's trying not to be too obvious about it. But you can feel it, because it keeps repeating. That's what gives it away. One glance is nothing. But when it turns into a quiet little cycle, that's when you know there's some level of interest there. Third becomes slightly more polished around you specifically. It's that subtle shift you notice when she's around you specifically, like she's not becoming a different person, just a more refined version of herself in small ways. She might start speaking a little more clearly, choosing her words a bit more carefully, or standing in a way that feels more composed than usual. Nothing dramatic changes, but there's this quiet effort in how she presents herself when you're in the mix. You know how someone can be relaxed with everyone else, right? Laughing freely and acting completely natural. But then when you're nearby, there's just a slight adjustment. Maybe she fixes her posture without thinking, smooths her clothes, or becomes a bit more aware of how she's coming across. It's not about trying to impress in an obvious way. It's music more like she's just a little more conscious of herself when you're around. And that's what makes it noticeable. Not a big transformation, but these small, consistent upgrades in how she carries herself when your attention could possibly be on her. 4 smiles for absolutely no obvious reason. Picture this. You're not even doing anything special. Just going about your moment, and out of nowhere you notice her smile. Not a big laugh, not something loud or attention-seeking, just a soft, quiet smile that shows up the second she sees you. And the interesting part is there's no obvious reason for it. Nothing was said, nothing funny happened. It's just your presence that seems to trigger it. It's one of those small reactions that feels natural, but still stands out when you pay attention. You might even catch her trying to hide it a little after, like she didn't mean for it to be so noticeable. But that's exactly what makes it meaningful. It's not forced or performed. It just happens in the moment. And when someone reacts to you like that without a clear reason, it usually says more than words ever could. Number 5, watches you when you're talking to others. Gentlemen, it's the kind of attention that doesn't ask for yours but still stays locked on you, right? You're busy talking to someone else mid-con conversation, not even thinking about her, and yet she's tuned in. Not in an obvious staring way, but you'll catch it in moments. Maybe you glance over and see her already looking, or she quickly looks away like she wasn't just paying attention. The interesting part is she's not even part of the conversation, but she's still following along, noticing how you speak, how you react, the way you carry yourself. For instance, you could be laughing with a friend, telling a story, and out of the corner of your eye, you see her watching that whole interaction, almost like she's studying your vibe without stepping in. So yeah, it's subtle, but it shows interest because people don't focus that much on someone unless they're curious about them. 6, fixes her appearance when you're around. Picture this. She's completely normal. 1 second. Just doing her thing, talking, minding her business, and then she notices you. Suddenly there's a small shift. Nothing dramatic, nothing over the top, but you catch it if you're paying attention. She lightly touches her hair, maybe smooths it down or tucks it behind her ear, adjusts her outfit, like making sure everything sits just right, or straightens her posture without even thinking about it. It's not about trying too hard. It's more like she becomes aware of how she's presenting herself in that moment. And the timing is what gives it away. It happens right when she sees you or realizes you're nearby. You might even notice she does it more than once, like a quick check here and there. So guys, this is one of those natural reactions women have when someone they're interested in is subtle, automatic, and easy to miss. But once you notice it, it speaks louder than words. 7 casually keeps brushing past you. I know you've probably seen this before and brushed it off as coincidence, but it's usually not as random as it looks. She doesn't come up to you directly or make it obvious, right? Instead, she just kind of places herself where you can notice her. Maybe she shifts seats so she's in your line of sight or finds a reason to be in the same area as you more than once. You'll see her walk past you, then somehow pass by again a few minutes later, like it just happened naturally. And it's never forced. It feels casual, like she's just moving around, but there's a quiet intention behind it. She's giving you opportunities to notice her without actually saying anything. It's almost like she's saying, "I'm here," without using most people miss it because it doesn't scream for attention. But if you pay close attention to the pattern, you start realizing it's not random movement. It's subtle positioning. Number 8, her energy changes when you're near. It's like something shifts the moment you step into her space and you can feel it without anyone saying a word. You know how someone can be one way with everyone else, right? Just relaxed, laughing, doing their thing. And then you come around and it's like, wait, what just changed? She might get a little quieter, like she's suddenly more aware of what she says. Or on the flip side, she becomes more playful, a bit more animated, almost like she's trying to keep the energy going, and you can tell it's not forced. It just kind of happens naturally, like, oh yeah, she was just fine a second ago, but now she's fixing how she stands, thinking a bit more before she speaks, or even laughing differently. It's those small shifts that give it away. You know, because people don't just randomly change their vibe like that for no reason. It usually means your presence is affecting her in some way, even if she's not fully aware of it herself. Now, obviously, not every single sign means she's into you, but when you start seeing a pattern, that's when it gets real. Pay attention to the small things they usually say the most. If you've ever caught one of these in real life, drop it in the comments. I want to hear your experiences.